Hi, welcome back. My name is Chris. I appreciate you watching. For those of you returning, thank you so much. If you're a first time to my channel, again, I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to do things a little differently. We're not going out on any overnight camping trips or exploring any possible campsites, but what we're going to do, we're just going to get out to one of my favorite local places, and I'm just going to share one of my favorite recipes with you. We're going to cook it up, and yeah, I'm sure it's going to taste really good, and it's from my mother, so you know it's going to be good. Stay tuned. Okay, so we have our awning up, blocked from that intense Arizona sun. It cooled off a couple weeks ago, and then the temperature spiked back up, so it was well over 100 degrees today. But a couple weeks, a month, it's going to be prime time for that outdoor season here in Arizona. Looks like looks like a monsoon's going to roll in, actually, or some thunderstorms. It's one of the things I do enjoy about the iKamper Disco is it's just very easy to transport and easy to set up. Today I'm going to use just some propane, but you can also use isobutane on this. Not a problem. I got these little S-hooks at a hardware store. They work great for utensils, holding your lid. Okay, I think we're ready. Well, just kind of getting things set up here, but it definitely looks as though a dust storm is blowing in. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's not it's not looking favorable. I mean, it's definitely super hazy, dusty over there, and the wind's starting to pick up. So I'd hate to be in the middle of cooking this fantastic dish and my awning gets blown off. So might have to improvise. I'm still thinking we're going to try and make this happen, but as you can see, the awning's yeah, starting to shake up a little bit. So I might take the awning down to be super safe. We'll see if this passes through, and we'll carry on best we can. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the ground pork. And we'll add the ground beef. So this is still just a little bit frozen, but I'll let it thaw out. But what we're supposed to do is we're going to mix the soy sauce, garlic, olive oil, I believe cooking sherry, and we're going to let it marinate for just a little bit, probably 15-20 minutes, and then we'll start cooking the meat. We're going to hope the dust storm holds off. If not, we're going to have to some what's known as Baja 80 grit. Might have a little sand in our meal. This will be the Arizona 80 grit versus the Baja. We just added a little garlic, and add a little cooking sherry. Smells good. Now we're gonna add a little salt and pepper. I think I'll fire up the heat here a little bit and help this defrost. Shouldn't take too long. Looks like we might get a fairly nice sunset because we have a lot of dust in the atmosphere. So that'll give us some nice reflection. Let's take a look. can kind of see the sun's going down behind the mountain, and we got some clouds, we got definitely some dust in the air. So it's giving us a fairly dynamic looking sky tonight. Just excited as always to be out here. Wow. Again, this is great. Even if you're working all day, you just don't feel like getting out, this makes it worth it. So again, sometimes it's easy to just want to stay in and relax, kick your feet up, watch some TV. But, you know, I just know me personally, I mean, these are the moments I would miss out on. I mean, who would have known a little dust storm would have blown in, and we have some clouds, and you get this incredible sunset setting behind the mountains. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Looks like our meat's definitely thawed out and starting to cook up now. Shouldn't take too long. So as I mentioned, this is ants climbing the tree. One of my favorite meals growing up. And I'll have to study the name. So it's pork, hamburger, and the ingredients that I showed you. I forgot the chili seasoning, chili oil. So I can add that when I get home. If you want it a little bit warmer, just a little bit of a kick, you can add that chili oil. But ants climbing the tree. So yeah, it's rice noodles, clear rice noodles, which we're gonna make here shortly. And I guess the pork and hamburger just kind of look like ants climbing this rice noodle tree. But I'll see if I can do a little more research and get some context for you. I've seen the recipe online, but again, my mom's had this since I can remember, a little boy. The only thing better would be if my mom was here. We're gonna have to get mom out here and do some cooking with her. So I like to kind of make my hamburger meat and pork fine as possible, I guess. Just kind of make it nice and uniform, but try to get all those little clumps of meat broke up really good. That's just my personal preference. Certainly smells very, very good. Wow, it's turned out to be a great evening. So it was really, really warm this afternoon. I don't know if it made it up to 108, somewhere like that, but yeah, it's turned out to be a fantastic evening. Beautiful sunset. We're getting our pork and hamburger here cooked up. Shouldn't be too much longer. We'll come over here, we'll chop up our onions. We're gonna add the sesame oil, the peanut oil. Probably gonna add just a little bit of butter. We'll get the rice noodles cooking. And you know what? I think I forgot the rice noodles. Oh no. Well, we might have to go home and finish the recipe at home, but it's just rice noodles. We're gonna boil them in water. Regardless, we could definitely eat the meat as is, but you always need a little something extra, right? Yeah. So it's good to get out. And I had a list, but I was in a hurry because I wanted to try to come up and get set up here before it got too dark. And you know, I'll be darned, I forgot the rice noodles. So we might have to use our imaginations on this one. Or we just cook our meat, have some meat, look at this awesome sunset, and just kick back and relax. Can't believe I forgot the rice noodles. So it also calls for a little bit of cornstarch. You could use whatever kind of starch you want just to give it a little thickness. Yep, still a little windy. Well, you can't say I don't keep the content real. Good intentions. Forgot a couple ingredients. Hey, always room for improvement no matter what we do, right? Always room for improvement. But I'm still excited because this meat's still going to be delicious. Probably also going to do a little cowboy here. Do we actually need measuring utensils? Sesame seed oil, peanut oil. So, okay, if this doesn't taste good, we definitely need to resort back to reading the directions properly, the recipe. I think it's kind of hard to mess this up, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out quickly. Okay, I'm going to stay on this side. See if we can get these cut up here. It's nothing like some fresh onions. I can really smell that meat cooking. Okay. It's going to be more than plenty. Looks to be done. Wow. I wish you could smell this, but it smells delicious. Okay, so our rice noodles I left at home. I forget the chili oil at home, but the meat's still gonna be fantastic. We might have to go home, make those rice noodles. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a few of these onions, scallions on here for a little bit of flavor. And we're gonna just have a quick taste. Very good. That is delicious. So good. Okay. So I'd say that's a B. Considering the ingredients that we brought and what we were able to do, but very good. I'll put the recipe here on the video for you. Feel free to make it, adjust it. Let me know if you like it. I think you're gonna just really enjoy it. A lot of my friends, when we go out camping from time to time, you know, we'll kind of do like a potluck, or someone will make a main course, bring some appetizers, desserts, things like that. And occasionally I've brought ants climbing the tree, as well as I have a shrimp dish that I enjoy to make, and I think it's really good. But last time I made this at camp, you know, everyone raved about it. So yeah, hey, try it out. I'd love to know what you like about the recipe. And again, remember, it's my mom's, so you gotta only post positive comments, because, you know, mom's gonna be reading this. But no, I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to, you know, pack up quickly and we'll head back out. Next time, I promise, we're going to bring the ingredients and we'll be able to sit down here and have the full meal. But thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. It means a lot, you know. I'm trying to do everything I can just to create some content, create some value, some entertainment, maybe some education, some empowerment, but I'm having fun doing it. And again, the goal is to try to get out here as much as possible. So yeah, thank you so much. This was a little different than normal, but again, hopefully you got a little something out of it. And I just wanted to try to be consistent as possible and post as much as I can, as frequently as I can. And this week, it just happened to be this. So anyway, thank you. Until next time, live, explore, can do. So just doing a little cleanup here. If you've never really cooked on a iKamper Disco or a similar product, usually if you just put some water on the Disco and you just heat it up and boil it, it really cleans up quite nicely. Again, my personal experience, it just seems like a very simple, very easy cooking tool, if you want to call it that, to use. I was fortunate. I was part of the launch, I guess, if you will, with the iKamper Disco right about 3 years ago. And yeah, I've just been using it ever since. But if you have other, you know, cooking tools out there, I know there's all kinds of ovens and grills, scuttle type utensil or cooking things out there. Yeah, just let me know. Hey, what's your favorite item to cook with out there? You like cooking over natural fire? you know, gas. So many awesome options. I really just a novice when it comes to preparing and cooking things. I mean, I enjoy it, but I have a lot of friends that are way more talented and skilled than I at cooking, but it's fun. And I think the best thing is when you just get out with a bunch of friends, sit around a campfire, you just sit out in a great evening like this, enjoy the food, enjoy the camaraderie. It's just a special event. You know, I was talking to one of my friends this past weekend when we were up in Prescott, a couple of them, but yeah, we were just kind of reminiscing and talking a little bit, but you know what? It's just like, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. I mean, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. And yeah, it's, you just never know what's gonna happen. So I guess you just gotta get a little bit out of each day, be fortunate for what we have, the opportunities that we have here, and just make the most of it, you know, whatever that is in your area. I'm in Arizona, you know, you might be East Coast. I'm from the Midwest, wherever you're at, you just gotta capitalize and soak it up and just live life. Live life. I look back and I'm like, oh my goodness, like 20 years has gone by like that. So we got to make sure the next 20 plus years, we're doing some serious living and some serious exploring, and we're going to get out there and get after it and soak in just this incredible terrain beauty that we have here in the United States. Just got to take advantage. Do the best that we can. Okay. That's really pretty darn clean.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know.
So it's definitely getting dark for sure. But my eyes have already adjusted, and it still looks fairly light out. I'm trying to pack up all my lights. I'll tell you, a BDV is so quick to set up and tear down. I'm trying to let the disco here cool down slightly. I think it's ready. It's just a little too hot to break down and put away, but I think we're good to go now. Whew, I'll tell you. Still a hot one here in Arizona. I know probably certain parts of the country, it's getting really nice out. I think it's probably still in the 90s right now. we go. 5 minutes or less. We're packed up.